Well, I did not expect to be back with a find again so soon. I guess everyone is clearing out their attics and crawl spaces in the stay-at-home orders. But I just recently picked up this great lot of mostly vintage Star Wars. So, it's contrast to the last lot I got that was just 90s toys. This is pretty much all vintage Star Wars, although I'm sure you can see there are a couple non-Star Wars things in there. So we got a couple Battlestar Galactica. Got a nice Viper here. A little bit yellowed, but it has its canopy, which is really cool. Doesn't come with the pilot, but I actually have the pilot that I found earlier and have been kind of holding on to in case I ever found the Viper. So got one, so I have a pilot for it. This one, I forget the name of it, but all this Battlestar Galactica stuff was kind of interchangeable. You could actually take off the front of that and put it on that. They're little different lengths, but they all kind of snap together. So have another Battlestar Galactica. I wish I could remember the name of this one. It's one of the transports. And then we have the Cylon Raider. Don't have the cover for this, the cockpit cover, and once again missing the pilot, but I have the pilot that goes in this as well. So now I just need to find the cockpit cover. And this is in really good shape. I mean, the stickers are pretty good. No discoloring on this. You know, the other two things there are a bit yellowed, but still, you know, these are the first Battlestar Galactica things I found, so these are really nice to have. Rest it, so you can see have most of the Death Star here, complete with the panels. They're been munched on by some bugs, but you know, they're really not in that bad a shape. This one's not creased at all, it's just, you know, been munched on. Same with this one, has some more little chow marks, has one big crease, but you know, not in too bad a shape really. Another nice paper goods thing to have is the instructions for the ATSD. So, you know, little tear, little discoloring, and some bug munches, but you know, still nice. It's always nice to find paper goods. So along with the Death Star, got a snowspeeder. I only have one of the cannons for it, but you know, it comes with the cover. Cracked glass, but it's nice. You know, it's in pretty good shape otherwise. I haven't opened up the battery compartment. Let's see. Yeah, corrosion in the battery compartment, which is too bad, so this, I don't think, might be able to clean it up somewhat, but I don't think it's ever going to get back to a point where the electronics work with this level of corrosion. But usually if there's just mild corrosion, you can put some vinegar on here, and it will dissolve all the corrosion, and then you just have to, with a fine sandpaper, just buff it up a little bit for the connectors, and you can fix a lot of this stuff. Vinegar does lovely tricks. It'll take all that corrosion right off. So if you ever have anything with just a little bit of corrosion, you know, get a Q-tip and dab some vinegar on it, and it will dissolve, and you can just gently brush it off without hurting any of the electronics. And here we have the ATST that the instructions go to. He is missing his top gun, and he's a little bit yellowed as well. Doesn't seem to put in stand mode. There we go. He stands pretty good once he's in stand mode. A little floppy, but it's pretty good. Pretty good stickers on here, just, you know, yellowing. It's time. And yeah, got the trash compactor for the Death Star. Missing the glass. I have no idea how so many of these are missing the glass, because they don't actually fall out unless you take all the pieces out. So I don't understand how people lost all the glass. That is a mystery to me. And kind of see it off here to the side. Got another nice AT-AT. That's for funny, for a long time I never had an AT-AT, couldn't find one, and then once I found one, I've been finding them ever since. This one luckily has one of the chin guns on here. It's missing the other, but got one chin gun, got the bulb and the bulb cover, and this is in really nice condition. I mean, A little bit of discoloring on the legs, but the stickers are good, and the battery compartment of this one was really clean. So this one will clean up very nicely. Not even dust on it. Usually these things are packed with dust and dirt. This stuff was all kept in a box somewhere, so not even dusty. The great thing in this lot, got the mail away stand. As you can see, one of these is a little dirty and that can probably be cleaned up. The bigger issue here, other than the background not being there, is I'm missing one of the gears. So those, you know, you can probably find on eBay. It's just a round gear. I think they're interchangeable. So just have to look for a replacement to fix this. But the sticker's nice, and you know, other than this one peg that needs cleaned up, it's in really good shape. Got a couple pieces for an X-Wing. The hard to find pieces. Got the canopy, really yellowed, but still canopy. A couple of the cannons. Nice land speeder. Missing the chairs, but the parking function, I was going to say it's in there, but it seems a little loose, so I think it may actually be broken. The spring in there, yeah, the spring in there looks off. But still a good parts vehicle. And the super cool thing in the lot is this nice Sandcrawler. And let's open it up. Let's open the right side of it. I am missing the ladder, which kind of sucks, but I do have the remote. And got a clean battery compartment, which is even better. So I haven't put batteries in this to see if it actually works, but with this being clean and this battery compartment being clean, I would really hope that this one would work. The not so good thing about this is, probably can't see it from this, but it looks like the place where the 9-volt battery went, I don't know if it got corroded or what happened, but someone cut the wires in here. So I'm actually going to get a 9-volt connector from something else and slice it on these wires and just tape it up to see if I can get it to work. You know, not original or vintage once you do that, but you know, it doesn't work anyway, so might as well try to fix it. Here we have, you know, a little rough out the hole here. Someone ate it up, did something. But we also have the elevator intact, which is really nice. So usually these are missing the elevator, and the doors are usually broken off, and of course they're missing this. So this one, even though the wires have been cut, which I think, you know, I can fix and bring back to life, it's in really good shape. Just need to find the ladder for it. And I guess any Star Wars find cannot be complete without some figures. And I know people are gonna yell at me because I'm, you know, throwing figures around, but a lot of these honestly aren't in that great a shape. And as you can see, we have one Tron guy that kind of snuck into the lot. So I'm not sure if that's, I think this is Flynn, not Tron, but he's actually in pretty good condition. No accessories for him, but you know, he'll hang out with the Death Star. Oops. Maybe he will hang out with the Death Star. But yeah, a few other figures. I did get a few weapons here, not very many, and a few mystery weapons. This, I'm assuming, probably went with the adventure people or play school people. Looks like an Indian peace pipe. A mystery rocket or bomb. I have no idea what this went to. It didn't go with either of the Battlestar Galactica ships that I'm aware of, because those came with red missiles. A couple Lego parts. And this, I have no idea what this is. It's a hatch to something. Doesn't have any markings on it, but a hatch to something. Not sure what else would have come out in this time period, since all this stuff is from the 70s. The latest here we have the 80s. But yeah, a few mysteries. Got the thrusters for the snow speeder. And another Boba Fett. And this one, I'm sure you can see, only has one arm. His chest is, yeah, his paint's actually good if he wasn't missing an arm. We have several missing arms in this lot. He's missing an arm. The IG-88's missing an arm, so I don't know what this kid did to them. This guy's Bosca's missing a head. You can see they kind of glued the head back on at some point, came back off. So these toys were treated a little rougher than some others. You know. Got a headless Luke. And I think all the stormtroopers have some sort of body damage. So this one's been poked. This one's been poked. So someone didn't like stormtroopers because they gave all of them belly wounds. But we got a nice Yoda. He's missing his cane, but he's got his snake. A little bit of rub. Yeah, nice Luke. Once again yellowed. You can, if you don't like the yellowing on some of this stuff, you can put hydrogen peroxide on it and leave it in the sun if you want to. A lot of people don't like to do that. We don't really know how it affects the plastic, so it's up to you. If it's your own toys, do what you want with it. You know, if you're bleaching it to resell it and trying to, you know, deceive someone, don't do that. But if it's for your own collection, you can put, like I said, hydrogen peroxide on just the white bits. Don't put them on any of the flesh bits because it will lighten those as well. Hydrogen peroxide doesn't seem to do too much to black. It will fade red. So if you want to de-yellow the toys, just be careful doing it and don't leave it in there for too long. And just, you know, your mileage may vary and do it at your own risk. So this is my surprise find for the week, and one that I'm really happy with, especially the Sandcrawler. But I like getting all this stuff. I don't find Death Stars too much, especially ones that are pretty much complete. You know, missing the rope, but that figures. But yeah, it's nice to find this stuff, and really thrilled to find the Battlestar Galactica stuff. So that's it for me for this week.